Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. Thanks so much for joining us as we enter day 30 of our 31 Days of Oscar Festival. You know, there have been several times in the Academy's history that filmmakers have been nominated for Oscars posthumously. We're going to focus on some hours ahead. Our next movie is East of Eden, released by Warner Brothers in 1955, based on an epic novel by John Steinbeck. A novel so epic, in fact, that this movie only focuses on the last section of that book, which is a variation of the Bible story of Cain and Abel, transferred by John Steinbeck to modern times on a Northern California farm. It's a film directed by Elia Kazan, most famous today, though, because it marked the first major role in a movie for James Dean, although Marlon Brando is the one that Kazan really wanted in the part. But Brando was busy elsewhere, and at age 31, he was also a tad old for the part. But that did open the door for James Dean, who was 8 years younger, to play the part, and it made him an overnight star. He was, everybody said, the new Marlon Brando. And he received an Oscar nomination for it. But by the time he got that nomination, he'd been dead for 5 months, killed in a car accident. By that time, he'd also made 2 more movies, Rebel Without a Cause and Giant, and 1 year later, he was nominated for Giant as well, making him the only actor to be nominated twice after his death. Dean didn't win either time, but the woman playing his mother in East of Eden did win. Jill Van Fleet was named 1955's Best Supporting Actress for her performance as James Dean's mother, and it was her very first film. But I do have to point out something we kind of often forget when talking about Oscars. That same year of 1955, Jill Van Fleet also gave a sensational performance as Susan Hayward's mother in another big hit that year, I'll Cry Tomorrow. Now, she couldn't be nominated for both East of Eden and I'll Cry Tomorrow in that same supporting actress category, and East of Eden is the one which was chosen to represent her. But there's no doubt that it was the impact of those 2 performances which helped her win that Oscar, although the only movie title engraved on that Academy Award is East of Eden. Here also with the great Julie Harris, Raymond Massey, Burl Ives, Lois Smith, Richard Davalos, and Albert Decker. Great people, great film. Here's John Steinbeck's East of Eden.